Alright. Hey, what's up guys? It's Jesse, welcome back to Fate Grand Order, and last time we defeated, sort of, Sigurd, which unleashed something even worse. The King of Muspelheim, Surtur. So that's not great. These things are looking exponentially worse than ever before. Hey, Meridak AV6 to Gogeta. But you know, maybe the one hope we have is that maybe Scotty will aid us. Maybe? Question mark? Hopefully. Otherwise we are probably boned. That's really about yeah, she's our only hope. So yeah, well, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it, because oh boy. Start quest. Well, I try and do as much as I can. I got 3 hours, so we shall see. Oh. Okay, which it leaves off with Surtur appearing, and now we're just going into Ophelia backstory, I guess. Okay, that's fine, I guess, I suppose. I've always hated Sundays. Why? Simple, I hated them. Oh. Okay, for me, Sundays were a prison, and I hated how I was never able to escape from them. I can never take that first step. Okay. I detested how weak I was, how my parents' wishes felt like a curse, leaving me unable to even set foot outside. I never even thought about running away. The idea of leaving never so much as entered my mind. Which is why I was always waiting for someone. Someone who would come and save me. Someone who would let me out of here. Someone who would tell me, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to grant anyone's wishes. I waited for someone like that for so long. Though I knew no such person would ever come. Until they did? Even now I think some part of me is still waiting for someone like that. We could be that someone. Maybe. If you'd allow us. Probably not, though. Oh boy. The moment the sun fell, every giant across the Lost Belt looked up at the sky and roared in unison. Yeah, the thin control that Scotty had over the giants, I think, is probably gone now. All at once, the featureless masks the Queen had placed on their faces in order to control them shattered. Yeah. As their masks disappeared, so too did the days they had spent slumbering without a king. Now they were truly awake. The giants' roars echoed throughout the land, singing the praises of the king who would bring about Ragnarok in a language humans could never understand. O king, O king, O king, Surtur, wielder of the flaming sword. Carry on our battle, carry on our war. It is not enough that the old gods are dead by your hand. We must raze this ancient land to the ground. Let Ragnarok recommence. Bring on the joyful times, the end time. Let us begin the destruction. Now is the time. Oh no, don't tell me we're gonna see Gerda's village get... No, please don't. Huh? Where'd the sun go? Okay, no. It was just showing her reaction, I think. Okay. Whew. I was afraid we were about to see, something awful. What's going on? You probably shouldn't be up right now.
Holmes, what about your wound?
Weren't you supposed to be recovering for another 2 days? Indeed, and I'm still rather enjoying the effects of the painkillers, but I'll gladly take that over missing the climax. Fair. A great detective can only forestall his entrance so long after all. But I said, I expect nothing less from my administrative advisor. I am proud of such a responsible subordinate. And now then, I'm sorry to ask this when you're still so tired, but would you mind explaining what's going on? Just when I thought we had defeated that accursed Sigurd, the sun went and fell out of the sky. And look at that. There's no way that isn't some kind of giant, is there? Every bone in my body is screaming at me to get away from that thing as quickly as possible. Do you have any idea what's going on?
Good question. I don't know if it's the same species as the other giants, but it's definitely large enough to qualify. But unfortunately, our instruments aren't really doing us a lot of good here. It looks to be a monster that changes size depending on how it's being viewed. This isn't some physical calamity like Ivan the Terrible. It's a conceptual one, capable of destroying the world.
Yeah?
So it was too late.
This is certainly enough to make me rue my principle of never discussing something without first obtaining conclusive. So you figured it out all the way back in like section, what, 2? And you were like, I can't be certain though, so I won't say anything. Alright, great. Thanks for that. I love that. Without first obtaining conclusive proof.
The flame that flickers across this northern mountains, it fell from Muspelheim, the fire realm. As for that enormous sun, I believe it is most likely Muspelheim itself, given form by the gods.
Right.
In other words, the body of Surtur, the giant of Ragnarok.
Our first race shift trial. A landmark occasion as Team A, we were supposed to investigate Singularity F. Instead, our team met its end and the world was enveloped in a fire that incinerated humanity. Yeah. Fire, fire, fire. Nothing but fire as far as the eye could see. Or as far as I could see. My mystic eye is the one of prolongation. Its rank is Jewel. It lets me see possibilities. You could say it's a form of precognition. Once I see something, I can pin it in place. But that only lets me temporarily halt possibilities that I don't desire from coming to pass. Its true nature lies in seeing the myriad possibilities before me. So then what's this? Now that we're trapped in our coffins, the possibility of us escaping the death that approaches us is... Was it 0? Was there no possibility until something came along? Distant. Far too distant. Oh. Okay. It may not truly be 0, but it might as well be. No matter how far I stretch, I can't reach it. I can't hope to pin down anything. If an enemy were here, I might be able to stop them from attacking or casting a spell. But this is beyond me. I was helpless to do anything about Lev Liner's sabotage, or the flames incinerating humanity. Once the flames consumed me, that would be it. There was no escape for me or for anyone else. Maybe that's why my fate never bothered me the way that perhaps it should have. All I felt was disappointment for my inability to express what I felt honestly to the very end. Yes. I may never have reached for it myself, but just once I would have liked to have held Wodheim's hand. Oh, so innocent. And then came the goddess. Or god. Either or. Congratulations on your rebirth. I always believed you could save the world. Greetings, Kishtaria Wodheim. Will this work for conveying information to you? I must say, using words is such a bother. Had my vocal cords still been working, I'm sure I would have gasped to find my eye was seeing the world in the coffin next to mine. I saw a brilliant light shining in pitch darkness and Wodheim opposite it. I had never seen Wodheim so childlike before. Not in appearance, mind you, but in his strength. Or rather, the lack of it. He was horribly injured and fatigued, to the point that even the effort of breathing seemed likely to kill him. It was as if he had seen the end of the world. No, like he had fought to prevent it. He was so bruised and battered that I could almost believe such a ridiculous delusion was actually true, as though he was only alive now through sheer miraculous luck. We now share our circumstances. This humanity you come from will be incinerated and fade away. But that is of no consequence to us. It may be unexpected, but not so much as to change our plans. The assault has led to the closure of the expanse. Soon both you and humanity will meet your end. Yet unfortunately, God still has no body for this joyous feat. You'll help me with that, won't you, Kirstaria Wodheim? You are a cryptor, which makes you perfect to spread my word. I didn't know what was going on. All I knew was I could sense our end approaching. He had been chosen and we had not. Wodheim would go on to survive, and we would remain trapped in darkness. No. I'm afraid I alone won't be enough. I must strongly recommend that the other six join me to assist. I could sense the light's confusion. Indeed, my own mind all... Okay. Did he care about the others? I never really got that sense from him. I mean, it could just be that he was trying to use them. I don't know. I guess we'll see if we keep going. Indeed, my own mind all but went blank in shock. A god, a human, even a tiny ant crawling along the ground could see how out of line he was. It was clear to anyone watching that his remarks, his suggestion, would usually be out of the question. I don't understand. Once the world is wiped clean, you'll be invincible. Why would you want competition when one of you would be more than sufficient? I understand that, but invincibility and omnipotence are not the same. There is a non-zero chance that one of the other six may surpass me. As long as that possibility exists, however slight, I will not dismiss it. Give them the chance to choose for themselves. There is no point in rebuilding human history on my own. Wodheim wasn't proposing that his responsibilities be shared. He believed in our worth as individuals. There was a shining example of unwavering humanity. Okay, maybe I misjudged Wodheim a little bit. Restoring what was lost would take considerable effort. Bringing a single human back to life may only take mere moments, but it requires a level of suffering sufficient to stop the entire world in its tracks. Consider the hell you just endured as an example. What's more, their bodies have sunk into the void. They can no longer pay that price themselves. Can you pay it for them, Kirstario? Okay, maybe I misjudged Wodheim a little bit. Can you withstand the agony that comes with fighting the entire world 6 more times? Of course. If it is humanly possible, then I can do it. I saw it for myself clear as day. Even as every breath ravaged him, spasms of humiliation and despair rocking his face. I saw him unflinchingly declare himself to that light. I'll never forget that sight. The sight of the greatest strength humankind could possibly possess. The next thing I remember, my eyelids fluttered open. Seeing how hard Wodheim fought, seeing his determination, I found strength of my own. I may not be capable of following in his footsteps, but at the very least, I want to help him. I want to live up to the faith he showed in us, in insisting we be given our own chance to choose. Circumstantial change confirmed. The price has now been paid. I have a proposal for you chosen ones. an offer for those of you who are cast aside. They weren't cast aside. Okay, whatever. If you desire acclaim, then choose rebirth. If you desire indolence, then choose eternal sleep. It makes no difference to a god. I nodded. The light grew brighter, blinding me. We were each given our tasks to grow our assigned lost belts. I didn't so much as blink. With my mystic eye, I cast my gaze over the world I was given. I looked far and wide to the very edges, so that I could live up to his hopes and face my destiny as he did his. Even if doing so should take me down an evil path that had been pruned away from human history. I wished that I might find a glimmer of hope somewhere along the way. And then you landed here. My right eye saw something so very far away. In a Norse world unlike our own, bound to one day be cut off from humanity, where fiery destruction raged as well. You're looking at me, aren't you? Who are you? Not that pompous fool Odin. I reduced him to ashes. Nor the ferocious Fenrir. Him I ate. Are you one of the surviving gods? Yes, I suppose one of the gods did escape my flames. I see, then you must be Skadi, the goddess of... No! No! No, I'm not. I'm me. I am a woman who was meant to die in a world consumed by flame. You don't say. Who are you? Are you the sixth imaginary element? A demon? No. I am flame. Oh, is that her talking to him? Right, yeah, no quotes, okay. No, I am flame. The flame destined to consume all the Norse lands. I am the last remnant of Ymir's wrath. Norse? I see, now I understand. Perhaps it's my old Nordic bloodline that's to blame. You must be Surtur. You don't say. The fiery king of giants, the Dark One, the giant of Ragnarok who once ended the world. So you do know who I am, woman. Fascinating. So you are seeing my flame even as you die from the flames consuming your own world. That's right. I am the one who will bring an end to all things. I am the one who put an end to the gods and their prattling on about fate. I consumed the land, humans, everything. I will end the age of gods. I will end the entire world. I will see that there is no tomorrow. Well, that's not how the legend goes. According to myth, your flames consumed the Norse Age of Gods, but it's followed by the Age of Humanity. That's what was fated to be. Or that is what was fated to be. But I don't care. What need have I of a future I cannot see with my own eyes? Everything should end with me. When this planet ends, I will have the final laugh as it all fades away. At least that is what I swore to myself, but... I see. You failed too. Yes, I failed. I've spent a considerable amount of time struggling to free myself from Odin's prison. But it seems fate is a more formidable foe than I thought. And this is as far as I go. My flame will be pruned away, along with these Norse lands, crushing my dream of consuming everything. What a pitiful sight this world and I must make. So that's where your world ended. Indeed. And you have that in common with us. Although I was supposed to save my world, not destroy it.
Indeed.
It was nice to meet you, fiery king of giants. But now I guess this is goodbye.
Farewell, human woman who cast her gaze from another world ending in fire. If by some miraculous stroke of luck, you should ever happen to lay your eyes on me again, I will show you my flaming sword.
Ayo.
Your noble phantasm.
The end of this planet.
And she went and, yeah. Yeah, okay.
Good, you're all here. I knew you wouldn't turn down a challenge.
That's one way to put it. Another is that given our choices, there was only one sane answer. This is one hell of a tall order, but if the alternative was death, I'm not gonna say no.
I would not have minded dying, but I could not ignore the prospect of these lost belts. I knew human history was fragile, but I didn't know it had branched out to that degree. I suppose you learn something new every day.
I don't care what it takes. This is a huge pain in the ass, but at least it gives us a chance to win. So fine, I'll do it. Basically, we just gotta save the world, right?
Huh.
I couldn't say anything back then. I was completely at a loss for words. I couldn't laugh it off like Beryl, or brood on it like Caddick. Not when Wodaim's demeanor was so different from what I had expected. Now I would like nothing more than to celebrate our reunion. Our race is already underway. There is no call for fraternization beyond what is absolutely necessary. By now you should all have connected to your lost belts from your coffins, and formed contracts with your servants. I've told you all the information I was given. There's nothing more to add. It won't be long now before the disciples of the foreign god arrive. Once they do, I'd like you all to go with them to your respective lost belts. Nobody else knew the truth. None of them had any idea what sort of price he had paid to give the rest of us in Team A a chance. He could have boasted about it. He could have held it over our heads. Instead, he never even brought it up.
I don't understand. None of us would be here now if it wasn't for you, Kishtaria. But why didn't you say anything? If you just told them what you did for us, they would do whatever you say.
I see. So you knew, Ophelia.
It's simple. I didn't tell them because it's not important for what lies ahead. I want humans to do the best they possibly can. And that goes for myself. And it goes for you as well. Gratitude is nice, but not if it leads to their putting less than their full efforts into this endeavor. So don't worry about it. I did that for my sake, not yours. It worked out and I got what I wanted from it. Besides, if one of you ends up surpassing me, that will make my job easier, right? I risked nothing and stood to gain everything. None of you owes me anything for it.
Kishtaria.
That was the moment I knew, without a shadow of a doubt. Kishtaria Wodaim was different. He always had been. He had been on a whole other level from the rest of us ever since he was born. His mindset, his character, his bearing, all fit for a king. There was simply no other explanation for how he could have accomplished something so incredible. Ophelia, you'll be taking Scandinavia. Be very careful when you summon your servant after you get there. Destruction factors heavily into Norse mythology. In such a world, it is when matters appear to be going well that one needs to be most on their guard. A good ending for the Norse could in truth be quite a bad ending for us. But then, I suppose I needn't warn you of that. You have your Mystic Eye after all. You can see into the future far better than I can. As such, you should be more than capable of growing Scandinavia's tree of emptiness to maturity.
That's right, the king I swear allegiance to.
The god I worship isn't that foreign god at all. This is the man I'll serve. If it will help him realize his ideals, I'll gladly become a cryptor.
I will. I promise, Lord Krishtaria.
I can see why she became infatuated with him, but like... her mindset about it is a bit twisted.
I see. So this is a servant.
Your body is made of ether. You might not like how it feels, but try to get used to it. I'm glad you were the one who answered my summon, Dragon Slayer.
Wielder of Graham. Yeah. I know it was a special summoning ritual, but it's still fortunate that I was able to get you without a catalyst. Maybe it's because of my mother's Nordic bloodline. Maybe. That certainly seems a far more likely cause than my father's fondness for Richard Wagner.
Wagner?
Oh right, sorry.
In my world's history, Sigurd and Siegfried are different people.
So that makes my mother's bloodline seem even more likely.
At any rate, it's nice to meet you, Saber. My name's Ophelia Femsalone. I have to say, I'd never have guessed you would exist in this lost belt. I would have thought...
You're not wrong. The heroic spirit this body belongs to isn't from this lost belt.
Hmm?
No, they can't be right. We cryptors are meant to form contracts with the heroic spirit that's tied to our land. Uh-huh.
Ophelia, I see. So your name's Ophelia Femsalone. Now, it's a lovely name. Femsalone. It puts me in mind of thrones, a type of angel. If you're to be an angel,
then you should serve me as your god.
What are you saying, Sigurd?
no, come now, don't be so cold. You already know who I am. From my perspective, we just met the other day. Is that not true for you? I'll never forget that gaze of yours. The way you looked at me right before my world, my reality was pruned away. I remember looking you right in the eye, Ophelia.
Those eyes.
Yep. That's him. You're Surtur.
You saw me, and I saw you. Rejoice, daughter of humanity. In that moment, our fates were intertwined. Did you really not notice, Ophelia Femsalone? My soul was linked to your unusual mystic eye. It's been hiding inside of you all this time. You did form a contract, and I'm the servant you gained in your lost belt. Rejoice, Ophelia. Your servant is none other than Surtur, the fiery king of giants himself.
No, that can't be right.
I'm a master. I know all about the heroic spirits I summon. You're Sigurd, the greatest hero of Scandinavia. Heir to Graham, the demonic sword. Again, that's the body he's using.
Do not force me to repeat myself. You are referring to the body I possess. Yes, you succeeded at summoning Sigurd. That much is true. But thanks to your mystic eye, I snuck into the summoning spell and melded with his soul. Now I control his entire body.
An accidental summoning.
No, this would be a multiple simultaneous summon leading to...
Now, don't make that face, Ophelia. Go on, smile. Breathe a sigh of relief. I may just be a soul, but I'm still your servant. So I'll be your knight, just like you're my
woman. Now what do you say we seal the deal? Stay back. Don't come near me.
A command spell? By all means. In fact, that's one of the things I want the most. Go ahead, tie this body down. Destroy it.
What?
That infernal Odin imprisoned my homeland, my foundation. Muspelheim's been left behind in this lost belt. I have to get it back. If this body is shattered, my soul will be freed. Then I'll destroy Odin's prison, and that false son of his will fall. Once that has happened, I will materialize in my true form as the fiery king of giants.
Huh. The sun? Do you mean that enormous sun is actually... Yeah, Muspelheim, my true body?
Or rather, the prison Odin built to hold it. Did the mages of proper human history not know? Muspelheim, realm of fire, home to all Muspel, is in fact my own body. It is the endless flame burning with an insatiable hunger for destruction. I will need it to resume Ragnarok, which was so rudely interrupted. Odin's seal was quite solid, but thankfully you saw to that when you released my soul. The rest is easy. I'll escape the shell and my soul will destroy my body's prison from the outside. That prison may be difficult to escape from within, but it's all too vulnerable from the outside. I struck Odin a fatal blow after I devoured Fenrir. The Allfather clearly didn't have the strength left to secure my prison from both sides. I suppose I should expect no less from the soul of a great hero. Now that we're meshed together, it will be difficult to escape this body on my own. It's tortuous having to constantly face Sigurd's soul, like standing in a hall of infinite mirrors. It'd be far quicker if I could turn my blade on myself. But failing that, I'd be grateful if you would end me, Ophelia.
If I... kill you? No! The sun, Surtur, will fall.
Indeed. Once I take back my body, I'll resume Ragnarok, and this lost belt will be the first to burn. From there, I'll lay waste to the rest of the planet. I can't wait to show you, Ophelia. Soon you'll get to see my flaming sword. And the entire world.
She doesn't want that. Instead of screaming out in despair, I quickly used a command spell to forbid him from killing or harming himself. Surtur is the king of giants, the destructor of the end time. I can't let him escape Sigurd's body. If he does, everything will burn. It will be the incineration of humanity all over again. No, not quite. His fire would have to extend into the past to match the incineration of humanity. But his fire will burn up everything in the present and leave nothing for tomorrow. All of a sudden, it felt like something was twisting my heart. It hurts. I can feel my body groaning in pain. It's like I'm being hollowed out from the inside. Without warning, I find myself in a terribly precarious situation. Am I doing the right thing? Should I tell Queen Skadi? No, that'd be much too risky. The King of Giants is the god's sworn enemy. I cannot imagine her merciful love extending to him. Yeah, no, probably not. But she probably could have helped you figure out a way to... deal with him so there was no horrible repercussions. But maybe not. With every thought, I can feel my body groaning under the pressure. It hurts. Something is interfering with me, with my plans. What should I do? I can't make this call on my own. But what choice do I have? We cryptors can't interact directly. I have to resolve the situation myself. Besides, we're not allies. Not really. Once we manage to grow our trees of emptiness to maturity, we'll just end up competing for each other's territory. So, he straight up said that after the lost belt, he'd be able to go and mess up the rest of the planet. Does that mean he could technically enter the other lost belts on his own power? Probably, right? He probably could. I wonder if that were to happen, if we don't stop him here, if Wodeim's lost belt could stop him. In the end, there'll only be one territory left. I can't afford to show any weakness. That's why.
That concludes my report.
I see. You did well to bring this to my attention, Ophelia.
Not at all, Lord Kushtaria. Once I determined the danger the situation posed, I thought you should decide how to handle it.
I'm a mage. I don't have the same kind of feelings that normal people do. I don't experience love or romance. All I feel is undying loyalty towards those with vastly superior intellects. Right. Kushtaria Wodeim shines brighter than anyone. He isn't afraid of anything. He'll know what to do, I'm sure of it. As long as he shows me the path I need to take, I'm sure I can summon up the courage to follow it.
Ophelia Famsalone.
Yes, Lord Kushtaria?
You were right to use a command spell. And the summon you've achieved is fascinating. The King of Giants in Norse mythology is akin to a god of destruction. By summoning him, you have, in essence, summoned an ancient god. You should be proud that you were born to a family devoted to the study of evocation and the summoning arts. Ophelia.
Yes, yes, Lord Kushtaria.
You have gained an exceptional resource to help bring about the reconstruction of humanity.
Okay.
You say Surtur told you he was going to burn the entire planet. Fascinating. I wonder if that would still work in a world that's been wiped clean. At any rate, the data would seem to indicate that you have him fully under control. As long as you can continue to rein him in without incident, he should be a tremendous asset. Though of course, that does pose considerable risk.
Understood. Then I shall do my best to live up to your expectations, Lord Kushtaria. From here on, I'll address my half-Surtur, half-Sigurd servant as Saber, and turn his power to our cause. I vow that I will grow my lost belt to maturity with his help.
I know I can live up to Lord Kushtaria's hopes. I know I can fight. Building a relationship with a heroic spirit that has a mind of his own. Controlling one's servants. These are key problems every master has to face. I can manage it. This is what I've trained for. I won't fail. I will grow my tree of emptiness to maturity. I'll ensure this lost belt continues to flourish alongside the Queen, and the most powerful knight ever to live. The tree continues to grow well. It has been all this time. Everything is going well here. At least it was. Until we broke Sigurd's body and released Surtur. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Well, Enchante, Cryptor. I'm a servant from proper human history. The only hero of humanity in all of Scandinavia. Hey now, what's the matter? What are you so afraid of, mademoiselle?
Afraid you'd release the giant. Then, you know, it's pretty self-evident.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just you know what? Give me this 120 Ishtar. All right. Okay, we're definitely gonna change around our craft distances this time. Yeah. Oh, should I take Iori out? No, Iori will stay, but I'll move him to the back. I'll take Locusta out. Actually, no. I'll take Kama out. Give me Sei. Apply Guts one time. Increase. Could be handy. Defense by 35. This could be good. Quick cut effectiveness. Yeah, we'll give this to Sei. Should I change my entire roster? I probably should. To be safe, I probably should. Just in case I need someone else. Alright, Locusta. I'll change Locusta. Give me another archer. I don't have your skills built up very high, do I? Oh, it's 6. Let's see, that's fine. This should work. Yeah, we're fine. He looks pretty cool. I'll give him that. Oh boy.
The false sun is falling. The fiery king of giants returns.
In the book of Genesis it's written that the Creator rested on the 7th day. In this lost belt, fire is what comes on the 7th day. Not a day of rest, but the day of Ragnarok. After Wednesday, Odin's day. After Thursday, Thor's day. After Friday, Freya's day. Then after Saturday, Saturn's day. The day of the sun finally arrives. The false sun, the ball of fire glowing in the sky, is falling to the ground instead of remaining aloft. It shakes and cracks the ground, shattering mountains as it shifts and writhes to stand on its feet. In proper human history, this event manifested in the eruption of Mount Katla, but not here. Our myth is this world's reality. Muspelheim, realm of fire, land of flame. The blazing inferno standing in for the true sun in this lost belt sky. Now the Muspel's leader, Muspelheim itself, descends upon us. One of the great kings, the one who will cast Twilight's pall far and wide, arrives as a sun gone mad. The only king of giants in all the world, Surtur and his great flaming sword. I imagine he'd want to keep Ophelia alive, right? Show her the destruction he'll wreak upon the world.
Did you say Surtur? Man, you weren't kidding. Huh. Figures he'd be a big bugger. I know the age of gods never ended here, but come on.
Fofo. The fiery king of giants. The Porter's instruments can't even properly measure his magical energy. We can't even tell how far he is from us either. It's not clear whether he's way out there or right here. It's no use, I can't even get a clear visual on him. It could be some sort of heat mirage or something. Either way, it's impossibly hot. Make sure you stay behind me, Master.
I'll get my mystic code ready.
I strongly advise you keep your distance, Miss Ritsuka. Your mystic code may have been outfitted to accommodate Russia's extreme cold, but it's not nearly so effective against extreme heat. Make sure to remain where Mystic Healite can protect you.
Holmes, you're healed. Thank goodness.
Absolutely. I've had plenty of rest. It was nice to fall asleep without anything on my mind for once.
But I also can't deny that it was dreadfully dull. You'll have to inform me about your recent escapades when we have the time.
Is this really the time to just be idly catching up with each other? The temperature outside the border is skyrocketing even as we speak. It's enough of a shock learning that giants and the like exist here. But now we find out they have a king. There's no telling how many reports after right now, assuming anyone even believes them. Granted, it's not as though we're making any of this up, but once this lost belt disappears, any credibility those reports will have is going to disappear along with it.
Yeah, you're kind of being a bit of a hypocrite there, buddy. Right, Holmes?
Ah, hello, Mr. Goodolf. I see you're finally beginning to understand some of the problems Caldy has been facing this entire time. Perhaps now you may understand why at first blush, our reports from the singularities may have seemed so preposterous.
Yeah, never mind that now. We're in danger here. Get us the hell out right away. It's difficult to tell with all this fire, but I don't think that giant is as far away as he looks. No, you're right about that, Monsieur Director. I've got a feeling he's way closer than you think. Hey, King of Giants. Surtur, right? You're not just gonna go away on your own, are you? Am I right to assume you're our enemy?
Yeah. I'm probably a safe bet.
Of course.
I can hear him. No, wait. He's communicating telepathically via Magecraft.
Here he comes. You two keep Brunhild safe.
Mash, maximum output.
Yes, Master. Or to next maximum output. Switching over to defensive mode. I can't believe you're so collected even after seeing that.
I'm impressed, Mash. You really are amazing.
It's dangerous out here for Ophelia Fembus alone. Please hurry inside the castle while the King of Giants' attention's focused on them. No, Orland, you go on ahead. This is my mess. I need to be the one who cleans it up. Ophelia.
Oh, is she gonna... okay. Gonna back us up with her, her mystic eye? Maybe? Because I doubt she has any real control over Surtur currently, given... yeah. This is fine. This is fine. Not a problem at all. Full combo it. Ow. Say you took a lot of damage. Okay, that's fine. Okay. We're alright. We're fine. No problems whatsoever. See? With this Ishtar here, it's light work. He called out for Ophelia. Interesting. I guess he really did, like her, I guess? Somewhat? Probably? No, using all three wouldn't be overkill. Especially since these... Well, I mean, hers is NP5, right? Yeah. It might be overkill to do all three. I might save Draco's for after the break bars. Yeah. Yeah. Put your hands up! We got a fucking Zoomer fighting the King of Giants. That's great. That's a fair fight. Oh yeah. Yeah, having Draco, yeah, okay. I'm glad I didn't use Draco's. I like how he completely covered up her face. What are you laughing about? What's so funny? Oh, okay, that was it? Alright. I guess it wouldn't have mattered if I had used Draco's, I guess. Whew. Alright, that was fine. Could have been worse.
I'm not done yet.
I fended off the first wave of Surtur's onslaught, but I'm afraid this heat and pressure are so intense that even you're having trouble. The Orkanax is designed to be fire resistant. It should be able to hold up in the face of extreme heat from the natural world. Yeah, but what about the, magical world? It was never designed to withstand being submerged in lava. You're lucky you're still standing. If not for all the snow and ice infused with magical energy, you'd be a goner. After all, he's... Indeed, he may not be quite as hot as a star, but he is quite close, and there's something else disturbing about him.
Be wary of his noble phantasm. Surtur's flaming sword is a divine construct born from a planet. It prioritizes life forms over all else. Not even a deity from the Age of Gods could survive it.
Ooh la la, you should be proud, you two. We're still standing tall after facing off with a being that kills entire worlds. Hey, Surtur, I figured a god killer would be way more impressive, but so far, you've been a big letdown. You're nothing compared to the despair my Grand Armier and I felt in winter. Don't provoke him. Oh, he just found it funny. Oh, that's even more concerning, actually, that he didn't get provoked by it.
Winter, you say? All that I have for you is fire.
Foe? You? Here comes the second wave.
Once we get through this, we'll launch a counterattack, somehow, some way.
Yes, Master, I won't lose, even if we're up against a divine construct.
Good luck, Mash. Position secured with a bunker bolt, assuming a full defensive...
Out of my way.
Is she just gonna go flying? A blinding light fills my vision. Light? No, it's not just light, it's heat. Flickering heat that reduces everything it touches to ash. Hopefully not mash? If this were truly a divine construct, there's nothing to be done against it. At least, that's what I think.
Senpai!
And yet I saw her. I saw a warrior standing up to a sword forged by gods, with a man-made shield. I saw her push beyond her limits to wield that heavy shield, even as her arms and legs shook with the effort. And I knew that it was time for me to make my stand. My spirit core may be damaged, but as long as I can move, I have a chance to atone for my sins. Oh, wait! Is Sigurd's waking up?
You too. It seems this body of mine has caused you a great deal of trouble, and so I have no choice but to use it to make amends.
The goat himself.
My ultimate technique is ready. Demonic Sword of the Sun. Now is the time for you to wreak destruction. Gram.
That's gonna use the last of his power, though, right? Is he gonna disappear after this? Probably. Bringing Twilight here once again, middle, okay. Please don't die, Sigurd. You just got control of your body back. Please. Fire walked the earth. Here in this lost belt, a place nearly devoid of life, a giant strode about the land like a conquering king. Onward he walked, never straying from his path towards the lost belt's fiery northern mountains. He is the king of the giants, the king of fire. The giants that gather at his feet are crushed beneath his heels. The ice beasts, drawn to his light, are melted in an instant. He is a lofty king. Though he may carry me on his shoulder, I am well aware there is no one who can truly be close to him. There is nothing else that can view the world from his great height. No, that may not be quite true any longer. My mystic eye can see it. An enormous tree beyond the fiery mountains, stretching towards the heavens. A figure just as imposing as the king of giants. The tree of emptiness. Wait. Why is she... What? Huh? What happened with... What? Huh? I can't reach Lord Krishtaria. Surtur's magical energy must be jamming our signal. What would you think of the situation? I see no cause for concern. I have high hopes for you, Ophelia. Yes, that's what he'd say. Is it? You again. I'm surprised to see you outside the castle. Do I look a complete fool to you now? Yes, I'm sure I do. I'd probably laugh too if I saw myself now. Huh? I'm sorry, I can't tell what you're saying. I have some facility with lip reading, but it's not helpful when you speak a language I don't know. I guess you really are from a foreign planet. I mean, she looks it. Dumbass. Can hardly freaking believe she's a cryptor too. Not one damn bit like the other one. This one's just a stupid little girl who can't bear to let go of her ladyhood. She might as well be carrying a cracked jar of oil into a bonfire. It's as stupid as a maiden walking along the shore barefoot. Between her and the queen, there isn't a single woman here who can tell a good man when she sees one. Shh. Screw this, I can see where it's going, so I'm just going to go back to the temple. And you, foxwoman? Good question. This silvery world is pretty enough that it could have made for a nice ski resort. Oh, with this giant here. Any chance that NFF surfaces making a profit just went up in smoke? Is Hannus implying Poseidon is the... Wait, what? Oh. Maybe. I didn't even think about that, but... I kind of just thought it was talking about, like... Maybe you could risk a step beyond, like... I don't know, a rockfish? Or something? I don't know, you know, I don't know, you know? You know what I just thought about? How does it work exactly that in Okeanos, didn't Francis Drake say she beat a guy calling himself Poseidon? Shouldn't that not have been possible? I didn't really think about that after we learned that the gods, no gods should be around, but like that shouldn't have been. Okay. I feel like that shouldn't have been possible, but all right. But with that giant here, any chance that NFF Services making a profit showing up as smoke? Yeah, that just came to mind. Like, I hadn't considered it, but unless the Singularity summoned Poseidon as a pseudo servant to protect that world's Holy Grail, the real, not the one that Solomon put there, but the actual one, because that's what that was. It would only make sense if he was a pseudo servant, the divine spirit pseudo servant, because otherwise, how would that have even? I don't know. Okay, I don't know. But with that giant here, any chance that NFF Services making a profit just went up in smoke. Yeah. Hang on, I gotta blow my nose. Hang on. All right.
I think I'll be on my way shortly, too. I want to see how Ophelia's story ends before I leave. So being able to flit about as you like makes it easy for you to park your fat ass.
I like to think that Canis means fat ass as a compliment, and that she's literally just been checking out Koyanskiga's butt on occasion. That's the way I like to think about it. Easy for you to park your fat ass wherever you go, huh?
I should have known.
I'd assume Poseidon's manifestation in Age of Exploration would be much weaker than... Yeah.
But like, he should... I don't know. Oh, would you please spare me the slanderous crudities? I'll have you know my ass isn't the slightest bit fat. It's petite, thank you very much.
I gotta say though, I'm disappointed in Queenie here. Can't believe she's just sitting back and letting Surtur get resurrected like this. And then again, she did marry Njordr, god of the sea, in proper human history. Must not be as smart as she pretends.
Damn. Every sea god gets your ire, huh?
I'm afraid you have it backwards, Canis. Look at it this way. Surtur was just that much of a blind spot for her. He represented something so antithetical to her worldview that she couldn't conceive of his existence. This lost belt was finished the moment she lost the ability to consider that much. Why do you think it was pruned away? It's like an insect that couldn't even tell that it was being exterminated. That said, I doubt Her Majesty would have done anything about Surtur even if she had learned of his relationship to Sigurd.
Oh?
That means she's just the sort to sit back and let nature take its course. Or does she just pity that cryptor? Indeed, I imagine the queen feels so compelled to keep herself in check, so as to be responsible with her overwhelming power. I suppose it's an admirable enough quality for a human. But sadly, she doesn't seem to have realized that way of thinking limited what her Scandinavia could do as well. Anyway, none of that's my business, and I'm more than happy to keep it that way. And that's about enough chit-chat. I've got all the goodies I came for, so I think I'll be on my merry way. The next time we meet, we'll be on the sea, won't it, Canis? When we do, I expect to see some rare and valuable merch that can't be found anywhere on land. Huh. As if I give your fat ass the time of day. Besides, the fact that you think you're irreplaceable just means you'll be on your way out sooner than you realize.
Is that a threat? I wouldn't assume every lost belt is on your side if I were you, pet. Interesting.
We're still alive? Kind of. Senpai.
He deflected the fire with his demonic sword. Yeah, he kind of goaded like that.
It seems the King of Giants disappeared towards the northern mountains. First and foremost, I'm glad to see you're all safe. And I think you may already know who I am, but let me introduce myself properly. I am a warrior and the wielder of the demonic sword Graham. I am the son of Sigmund and Hjordis, and I have manifested in this lost belt as a saber. My true name is Sigurd, and I'm glad I was able to protect you. And I only wish I'd been able to resist Surtur's control of my body more than once.
Sigurd? Resist, so back then, was that you?
Yeah, when he almost cut our head off, yeah.
I guess this is what they call a hero's pride.
But I thought you died when Surtur was freed.
He did. Sigurd's body would have surely have fallen apart, had someone not been there to hold it together. Am I correct in that assumption, Orland? Last remaining commander of the Valkyries? Yes. I used a rune to help him. It was all so sudden that I didn't expect it to work. But fortunately, the damage was not as extensive as I believed. It almost seemed to me as if the wounds on his body had been somehow rewound.
Ophelia? Rewound?
Did Ophelia do that? Mayhaps. I took advantage of that opportunity to keep his spirit core intact. Though only just. Unfortunately, I have already exceeded my own output limits. I'm afraid I'll only last a few more seconds at best.
I was able to wield my sword one last time thanks to you. For that, you have my deepest gratitude.
No need to thank me. I didn't help you for your sake. If you truly are a hero, then please, help my sister. That's all I want.
You have my word, and once again, you have my gratitude.
Foe.
In Odin's name, by the rune's guidance, I ask that you awaken my love. Oh, Brunhild, my love and my eternal executioner. Please, open your eyes. I promise to hold your spirit origin together. Your spirit core may be damaged like mine, but I hope you'll open your eyes nonetheless, even just a little.
You mustn't. Please don't come near me. I'm the one destined to kill you.
Whoa! Hold yourself back for a minute.
I can try to resist the madness,
but I fear my body may move to kill you on its own.
So please, stay away.
Hush, just for now.
I knew it.
It really was someone else earlier, wasn't it, Sigurd?
Yes.
It's really you. You are the man, the hero I fell in love with.
If only that were true, then and now. I've shown myself to be too much of a fool to be your hero.
No, you haven't. You protected me. If it hadn't been for you, Surtur's fiery sword would have killed me. You protected the Shield Maiden, the Emperor, and the girl fighting to save humanity. You kept this world's hope alive.
Of course. I could never have done it with what little strength I had alone, though. Her help was crucial. She is also why your spear has yet to pierce me, despite our coming face to face. It's all thanks to her godly power.
Is he talking about... foe? Indeed.
If Surtur had brought his flaming sword down in earnest, my castle and all of Scandinavia would have been razed to the ground. Okay, so Ophelia made him stay his hand a bit.
And of course, I absolutely refuse to abide
Men and women killing one another.
I see you have all suffered at least some manner of injury. It has been a very, very long time since I last saw brave warriors
Putting themselves to the hazard in combat.
This may have been inevitable with Odin's protection weakened, but my negligence is also to blame for things reaching this dire stage. Chaldeans, Sigurd, Brunhild.
And you, the archer whose name escapes me. Poor Napoleon. You fought well, my children.
I commend your bravery and valor. I will not let you die just yet. You may all enter my castle. Come with me.
Ophelia.
Foe.
Yeah, I know. It's about time I stepped up.
Ooh? He gonna go chase after her? Like the absolute Sigma he is. Okay. Unknown. Yeah, let's throw Sigurd in. Let him flex his, muscles. Yeah, this... Let me put Locusta back in. Yeah. Pretty varied group, so no matter what we have to fight, we should be okay. Probably. Hopefully. With their masks gone, the giants began an all-out assault to destroy what little life remained. Oh no, Gerda! Oh no. Oh no.
I knew it. The giants are heading towards the village. There were always a few stragglers wandering around the snowfields and mountains. But there's never been so many gathered around a village like this before. What's going on? Is this the goddess's will? They're so loud and so close. Are we gonna be okay? They're not gonna break through the walls, are they?
The envoys will protect us. The goddess will make her glory known.
Will she? There's nothing to worry about, everyone. So let's just all pray together. Lady Mash, Miss Ritsuka, Mr. Napoleon, Foe. Wherever you are, I hope the giants haven't squished you. They better not kill off Gerda. I'll be pissed. I mean, I know she'll die anyway, but like, let Mash say her goodbye, at least.
I have sent all the envoys to the villages.
Unfortunately, with their masks gone, not only do the giants no longer hear my voice, they now resonate with Surtur. If their power approaches its height during the Age of Gods, the village's protections can only last so long. I'll do my best to ensure they remain intact for at least half a day, but anything more than that will be quite difficult.
Setting that aside, I never expected to see Surtur again.
My apologies for interrupting, Your Majesty. I am Sherlock Holmes of Chaldea. Let me begin by offering you my most sincere thanks for treating our injured personnel. For that matter, it is safe to say they would not even have survived Surtur's attack, had it not been for your help. Right, we should all thank her for saving us. Thanks, Queenie. I'm glad we're fighting the same enemy now. You have my thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Skahawk. You even restored the Orkanax and its components. Damn. Okay. I guess magic can do anything, huh?
Fo.
Thanks. Maybe don't say you're surprised she's being nice.
Pay no mind.
It's about time you all understood. I am your... Okay, mother.
I am your mother. All in Scandinavia are my children. I have decided to love you.
With all that entails. As my children, all you need to do is accept my grace.
Even if I am only one of the old gods,
As an irritating Wodan would say. We are most grateful for your mercy. Now, would you mind if I asked you a few questions? I would like to gain as clear an understanding of the situation as possible, in order to better determine our next course of action.
Very well. Ask what you will.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
To begin, I presume that the fire in the northern mountains comes from Surtur. That is correct.
Are they embers?
Embers?
I believe he means the embers of Ragnarok. Now I get it.
That would depend upon your perspective.
I see. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Excuse me, I'm sorry to interrupt, but may we ask you something, Holmes?
Yes, Miss Curiolite? Miss Ritziga? Holmes, you knew all along, you son of a bitch.
I was at best 20% certain.
Giving voice to my suspicions at that point would only cause confusion, which is why I refrained from doing so. But I was certain that the man who attacked the Shadow Border was not truly Sigurd, even if I was unable to convey that information at the time. That said, I'm at fault with regard to the fire in the mountains. My apologies. I should have found a way to tell you about their true nature sooner. Or at least manage to warn you of Surtur's involvement here.
I wouldn't beat yourself up for it too badly.
Under the circumstances, you were lucky to survive Sigurd, the fake Sigurd's attack.
Having said that, there's one thing about you I'm not exactly
Pleased about.
You always have to say too much or not enough.
Yes, that is certainly true. Nonetheless, technical advisor. Much as I agree that one should strive for accuracy in the information conveyed, even in battle, you can't expect it'll always be possible to do so.
Shh. Well, if you're gonna take Holmes' side, I guess there's nothing more to discuss. That's how you do things, right, Gordy? You don't expect people to deliver more than they're capable of, do you?
I am deeply ashamed. I can't tell you how sorry I am for the trouble my ineptitude has caused.
Why are you so hard on yourself, sage of proper human history? The fire in those mountains is a testament to my weakness. Even with the power Odin bestowed upon me, I have been unable to rid my land of twilight.
Is that?
It is something of a long story. Please lend me your ears.
Alright, getting the backstory on this. It was 3,000 years ago, the twilight of the gods. Ragnarok, the battle destined to bring an end to the age of gods, was upon us. It should have begun and ended here just as it did in proper human history. But here, Surtur rampaged unchecked, and everything went awry. Surtur, the Dark One. He inherited Ymir's destructive side above all else. The first giant whose name was all but erased from proper human history. As the fiery king of giants, he was the strongest in all Muspelheim, which also made him its ruler. He was meant to trigger Ragnarok, ending the Norse age of gods and paving the way for the future. But in this lost bell, he didn't care for his destined fate. Refusing to be content with ending the Norse age of gods, he decided he wanted to bring about a true end, a cataclysm to end the world entirely. From there, things continued to spiral. Next came Vanagander Fenrisulfur, perhaps better known as Icy Fenrir, the fearsome wolf of ruin whose breath could freeze anything in its path. Though I'm told it's not mentioned in either Edis or the Volsunga saga in proper human history. He was a great monster whose bones, muscles, and heart turned to ice after it had eaten half of Niflheim. It was Fenrir who was originally supposed to kill Odin. But when Fenrir let down his guard to swallow the sun, Surtur set upon him. He killed Fenrir, tore him to pieces, and consumed him. Having gained the wolf's power, Surtur went on to kill Loki, the other gods, and even the other of the giants' kings. He then attempted to connect his true body, Muspelheim itself, to the sky, through the hole left by the sun's vacancy. By doing so, he hoped to bring twilight not only to the gods, but to the entire world. He destroyed each of the Norse world's 9 realms, and attempted to burn down the very planet. The flames were devastating. Odin and the remaining gods banded together to try and prevent this unthinkable ending, but they couldn't win against Surtur. However, they were able to fight him to a stalemate. Though the gods were completely destroyed, Odin was able to seal Muspelheim away with one final rune, leaving it hanging in the sky as a false sun. As for myself, Odin combined me with Skahak, a woman with whom I shared a fateful bond. In order to draw Surtur's eye away from the gods he meant to kill. Now I'm all that remains of the gods, me and the primordial runes that Odin entrusted to my care.
It was horrific. Surtur's rampage left much of the land ablaze. The blood that poured onto the ground from the many wounds the gods inflicted upon him erupted into flames and remained ablaze. Those flames consumed countless lives. It fell to me to protect what few remained. Once Ragnarok had truly concluded, there would be little point in ushering in the age of humanity without any humans. I turned the vast majority of my power toward extinguishing the flames that threatened to consume this world, and all life on it. And so I blanketed this land in snow and ice, laden with magical energy, thus creating safe havens that the surviving giants could not touch, in order to give humans an opportunity to live their lives. I put masks on the giants infused with my magical energy, placing them under the authority I gained from my father, the giant Thjazi.
Or Thjazi, right? Thjazi. Not Thjazi, Thjazi.
I then proceeded to produce several hundred envoys, using the 3 surviving Valkyries as a base. With his true body sealed within the false sun, Surtur became as ineffectual as a divine spirit. Though he continued to exist in this world, he no longer had any power over it. Peace returned to Scandinavia, and so began a new age that was never meant to be. An age where the last god, A handful of people, a scattering of giants, and a few Valkyries, all eked out a quiet coexistence. From there, an impossible 3,000 years came to pass. A great tree extended its roots down from space, and Ophelia appeared before me calling herself a cryptor. I presume you're aware of what transpired after that. She told me she must grow that tree in order for this world to survive. She was quite helpful to me, which I did appreciate. That is beside the point. I never suspected the knight that had accompanied her was harboring the soul of my sworn enemy.
Oh, she's getting pissed. Understandably so. If the person who had destroyed all your friends and family and whatnot in the world, most of the world at least, randomly just showed up, I'd be probably pretty upset too.
I don't think she meant for this to happen. I believe this was likely a summoning accident of some sort. No doubt she used a summoning system identical to Chaldea's to materialize Sigurd's heroic spirit, and a foreign entity happened to make its way into the mix. By foreign entity, I take it you mean Surtur. Wait, I've got it. It's her mystic eye. Indeed. I imagine Surtur must have used it as a catalyst. That eye is meant for seeing possibilities, after all. She must have caught sight of a lost history, a prudent phenomenon that would have been impossible in proper human history at some point. So you say she saw Surtur's soul of all things? Oh, Ophelia Thames alone. If you had to see something, why could it not have been me?
But... Okay.
How dreadfully unfortunate.
I mean, if she had seen Scotty's soul, right? Would she have just yoinked her soul out of this body and put it into... But I guess Surtur ending up in Sigurd was something he intentionally did. So I guess if it was Scotty, she would have just taken a contract with Ophelia normally, given she's not locked up like Surtur was. She'd just be like, yoink. Well, no, that's what I'm saying, right? Because Surtur did that intentionally. If Ophelia had seen... Imagine if Skahak left, Scotty ended up in... Yeah, that could have happened too. Right? Like, then it's just Scotty in Skahak's body. And then a little bit of... Because Scotty earlier said that she got bits from Skahak. I don't remember exactly what it was, but she did say something about that. So yeah, I guess that could have been possible in that scenario. So you just have the bit of Skahak's soul, soul, yoinked out, put into, yeah, that'd be fascinating.
How dreadfully unfortunate. But regardless, the fact remains that Surtur, my sworn enemy, has returned to my land. And now he'll stop at nothing to finish what he began, to merge with Muspelheim, and bring about the end of all things. If nothing is done to stop him, he'll burn Scandinavia to the ground. His flames will devour all life. All manner of heat will coalesce into one great fire, and reduce everything to smoke and ash. If that happens, there's no telling what effect it might have outside of this lost belt. You do need to go through void space to escape a lost belt, so I don't think the fire would leak beyond it. But I can't really be entirely certain.
It's worth noting that he does still have our compass, too. The paper moon, I mean. Yeah, I would have thought that would have just been on Sigurd's body, because... Yeah, how does that make any sense? How did the soul carry off the paper moon when it went and broke the body out? Shouldn't the paper moon have just been on Sigurd somewhere when he woke up? That doesn't... Okay. Alright. Just reasons, I guess.
Your Majesty, might I propose an alliance? Well, the enemy of my enemy may not necessarily be my friend. I do believe the chances of defeating Surta would improve considerably by working together. What do you say, Scotty? My fair Ondudis?
Ondudis?
You'd issue commands to a god heroic spirit? Respectfully, of course. You are a heroic spirit, are you not?
What a joke! A human ghost, a mere shadow telling me what to do. Ordinarily, I would pay no mind to what a being such as you had to say. But in your particular case, I sense wisdom in those beautiful eyes. Oh god, not again.
You remind me of Baldur, god of light. What?
Whoa, seriously?
My queen, what are you saying? Pay no heed. I was merely joking.
This heroic spirit's eyes may be wise, but they're also somewhat clouded.
Even gentle Baldur would surely object to such a comparison. Nonetheless, I've made my decision. Heroic spirit. I shall love you as...
Oh god.
Where did that come from? I didn't touch anything. Technical advisor.
I guess they have giants inbound.
It's not always about you, Director. Everything's working fine. It's just the emergency alert.
I take it you feel that too, Monsieur Vry Demonic Sword Wielder. Indeed. Something approaches from the sky. Brunhild.
Right. I see it. There's a massive magical energy flying towards us from the northern mountains. Wait, all our instruments are working now?
I simply adjusted my snow and ice to accommodate them. The nerve interrupting a god.
Dare to sully my castle any further, and even my patience will.
Who? Oh. Another one of those? The seeds.
Hostile detected. It's the same species we encountered on Mount,
That O throws me off.
Geldhopigan? Master?
Alright, what class did these things count as? Was it caster? I think it was caster, right? No, this is Ice Beast.
了解承諾した了解けいはっその命立たせてもらう
よかろう望みを声にせよ行くぞルクスリアドルシーロササングリス
Fucking the Crimson Elbow. Say you're quite the comedian. Yeah, casters. Okay. Damn, Draco's my only good. Alright. That's fine. Go to the Ice Beast first.
望みを声にせよ。さあ、決まる。
And hopefully, this next turn we get multiple Draco cards, please. Pretty please. Ow. I mean, 2, that's fine, I guess. Yeah, what can you do? Crit strength, meh.
敵味方識別確認発動
我が舌をよかろう。
Oh, I could've damn it.
ルクス歌えインビディ
I didn't
ア。ありゃ
think about it. Alright, next turn we'll use Say's Noble Phantasm. That's fine. Ow. Rude. Rude AF.
能力使用竜の血スキ
I
ル
don't know why I
異な
used
し
that
法流やろう。
TBH.
我の力を望みを超え劇場の準備
Actually, no, target that one.
愛も悪も全て飲み込む。かっこいいとこ見せちゃロササングリ燃えよベイバロンドムス
But
アイ
yeah,
デ
I already
ア
know
よ
these things are seeds
砕け
of the
ナ
tree
イスティア
because
のクラウディウス
they're labeled as such in the FSR event.
豪華な魔族
I know the exact same thing. So it, yeah, kinda.
秋は夕暮れ冬は朝世界は今
That's
日
like
も
the one spoiler, I guess, technically I got from
ウルトライ
the FSR event.
ブ聞かぬ
Which I didn't know was a spoiler until I saw them here, to be fair. But... Hmm...
一切承知承諾したおう
Steel.
魔剣完了秘伝の矜持見せてもらおうこれなるは破滅の黎明エルベルテグラム
That should have killed it, right? No! Barely not. Man. Have to sit through his other animations. That's fine, I guess. I
なる
suppose.
日よは糸えもし
If we mushed. Alright.
一年の
This
刑
will
は
put
簡
us
単
at 30 technically, but I actually need one more Saint Court.
カタログはこっちだよ
Because I have, again, one leftover paid one that I don't want used up. So once we finish this section, we're gonna, you know, do the thing, you know, the thing. I like how Scotty isn't fighting alongside us. That's great. Here, I'll force her to fight for us. Will you choose a support version of her? There we go. Force her to fight. All right, Iori, you're out. Give me. Comma. Honestly, I can take the 50 bond point one off. That's fine. That doesn't really do much for us anyway. Yeah, we'll just leave this as is. This is fine. Oh, more seeds. At least we got one of them, but it's not enough. They just keep on coming. And they don't stop coming, they don't stop coming, don't stop. What the hell are these things? And why are there so damn many? At least they're satisfying to shoot, but still. Repulsive. There is something indecent about these creatures. And they have no regard for their own lives.
Indeed. They're infused with vast amounts of magical energy. I doubt these creatures are the product of a normal ecosystem. We have more coming in through a hole in the ceiling. There's a second and a third.
They certainly aren't shaped like any ordinary creature. Could they be phantasmals? As they have just appeared now, perhaps they're originally some sort of plant that has transformed into Starter's kin. No, on second thought, most likely.
Foul! How dare you?
Oh?
What possible reason could you seeds have for barging into my castle, knowing I've connected myself to the Tree of Emptiness? Seeds. That's it. I'm analyzing the data now. They're seeds from the Tree of Emptiness. I can't believe it.
Even the seeds are autonomous and capable of fighting.
I was willing to turn a blind eye to the occasional stray seed, but how dare you damage my castle?
This transgression will not stand. Yeah, light him up.
I, the King of the Lost Belt,
Command you to die.
Ooh.
Ooh.
What? Of course I'm not going to self-destruct in your command. Haven't you noticed? Your connection to them's been severed. I suppose I'll have to help you out a bit, seeing as you're evidently helpless by yourself.
Damn. You got stood up.
Ilya!
Whoa, nice work. So that's what a divine spirit's magecraft can do, huh?
If it isn't Freya. It's Ilya, stepmother. Didn't you just hear Mash call me that? I suppose you're right. Freya would never allow herself to wield ice and snow as I do. Regardless, I must commend you. You did well to escape my dungeon.
I should have expected as much from my daughter in proper human history. My companion's beloved child.
I could have escaped whenever. The only reason I didn't is because I knew you'd really go all out to seal me away again. This time for good if I did. I was just passing the time when I heard a big commotion coming from inside the castle. At first I thought you were fighting everyone else after finally defeating Surtur, but I was wrong. What happened?
I thought you were supposed to be the Queen of Scandinavia. Did you not notice that Ophelia cut your connection to the Tree of Emptiness?
So it would seem.
That certainly explains why they did not obey my order to self-destruct.
So basically it's fresh all over again, huh? Let me get this all straight. Until now, the Queen's been connected to the Tree of Emptiness, but with her connection severed now.
The Cryptor's trying to make Surtur the new Lost Belt King by connecting him to it instead? Is that a good idea? That doesn't seem like a good idea.
Madness.
There's no telling what sort of disaster may ensue if Surtur were to absorb the tree's power for himself.
Though I see you seem to have some idea, Your Majesty. Indeed I do.
To begin, he would no doubt raze Scandinavia to the ground in but a single breath. The flaming sword he wields is a blade forged by the planet. Its sole purpose is to rend the Age of Gods asunder, to wipe it from the face of the earth.
Should it be successful, it will leave nothing behind. It is that powerful a weapon. A divine construct. A noble phantasm on par with Rangominiad. On top of that, he's still got the paper moon.
Which means it's even more likely his destruction could reach the outside.
Assuming his magical energy and spiritual rank increase to that degree. Your Majesty, would you tell us where the Tree of Emptiness is located? The northern zone. The tree of emptiness took root beyond the fire mountains. Of course, I've been using my ice and snow crystals to hide it from view. I see. So you're using Magecraft-based optical camouflage and jamming its magical energy signature all at once. No wonder we were unable to locate the tree of emptiness once we arrived in the lost belt. Very well. Now that we have dealt with those intruders, would you be so kind as to give us an answer to my earlier proposals, Queen Skahaskari? Yes, I suppose I should.
I don't want to rush you, Your Majesty, but we're short on time here.
Yes, that is true.
With things as they are, I suppose there's a little alternative. Enemies of my sworn enemy.
Humans and heroic spirits of proper human history. I accept your proposal. Our alliance, however, will be a temporary one. Do not forget that. And one more thing.
Do not enter into this alliance with the intent to hold anything back at all.
Remember, Surtur defeated Odin himself. You must kill a killer of gods.
You should appreciate the incredible difficulty of this particular task.
Is that clear?
Yeah, no, we got it. Yeah, no, holding back against, this particular giant, probably not the best idea.
You're too kind, Your Majesty. Haha, what a coup. Now my new Grand Armée has even got its own goddess and queen.
Phone?
Haha, I see. So you're happy about this too, huh, Pupper? Alright, come on, Private. Celebrate with me. This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance. It's not every day you get to kill a god slayer alongside a goddess and a great hero.
True. Well, actually, we kind of have done that before. In Babylonia. We had Ishtar and Ereshkigal and Jaguar Warrior and Quetzalcoatl. So I mean, you know, technically we you know, kind of you know. But yeah, no, you're right. Not every day, just, you know, one day. Oh, actually, well, 2 days now. With a lineup like this, we can't possibly lose. And then a good thing, too. One Waterloo is more than enough. I'm trusting you two to handle the Vanguard. Sound good? But we weren't fighting a god killer, were we? I mean, technically we were. Sort of. Kind of. I'm sure Tiamat had killed gods. Probably. Yeah, because didn't she go to war with gods before she got sealed away? I'm sure she probably killed one. Probably, right? Probably got one of them.
Certainly, I shall do my utmost to clear a path for you.
As will I. As will I. We shall be your blades until our spirit cores and spirit origins finally crumble apart. Rest assured, I will never fall the heartless flame.
Ooh la la, I'm falling in love with you all over again.
Saying that in front of Sigurd is, interesting.
Please don't.
Really, you mustn't, Emperor. Sigurd is right here beside me.
I can hardly blame him, given your beauty. But I must warn you, Emperor, you'll never win her heart. It already belongs to me.
How you feeling, Brunhild?
Haha, I can't compete with that.
Maybe this is a sign that I ought to focus on my main squeeze.
Fofo! Cow! Be warned. Well, I've used my runes to hold your spirit cores together. The bonds are still fragile. If you expend all of your magical energy in battle, they'll once again crumble. Oh, that's awful.
Please don't concern yourself with us, Lady Mash. The existence of servants is a brief, fleeting one. Once our task is done, it's our fate to disappear. Both Brunhild and I are well aware of that. Let our bodies be your sword. Let our bodies be your strength. Lady Ritsuka, we may not have forged official contracts with you, but as our temporary master, our blades are yours to wield for humanity as you see fit.
Alright, thanks for helping us, you two.
It looks like we're all on the same page. What a relief.
If you dug in your heels, I was worried I'd have to fight you myself, and that one or both of us might end up dead.
But for now, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. I'm sure we can get along until this is all over.
Right, stepmother?
Yes, I suppose we can.
It seems we'll have a chance to test how well we can fight together sooner than expected. Oh?
Hostiles detected. Giants. There's a whole bunch of big ones headed your way from underground.
Alright, because you had some stored down below. You're right.
Must be the red giants that were chained up. These guys should be old hat by now, right, Private?
Yeah, they ain't nothing. And now we got technically three goddesses on our side. Pfft, easy peasy.
I'm seeing multiple moose bulls. They appear to be the ones who are being kept under the castle.
But there's something different about their heads. They're not wearing their masks anymore, yeah?
Surtur's power must have broken them. Now they'll no longer heed commands from my bloodline. Very well then. I shall assist in dealing with them myself.
Oh.
That's one down. We have multiple hostiles in the area. Master, permission to engage the enemy.
Granted. Does Ilya count as one? I mean, one body, so I'd say it only counts as one.
Understood. You're getting good at giving out orders, Private. Remind me to give you a medal once these guys are toast.
Very well. Let us begin.
Alright, this should go easily. I doubt these boys will give us much trouble. Alright, quick boost. Okay. I'll hold that for the giants. Gotta hold something in revert and at bay, right? Nice. Ow. Rude. How god dang rude. Yes. It is an order. I hope those two would kill that one. Alright, well, that's unfortunate. Ah well, this should do the trick. That should, yeah. Alright. Alright, what, 3 mood? Oh, only 2, okay. With a lot of health, but that's fine. Alright, lower the defense. Nah. Yes, he.
7つの竜よ翼となって
I
勝つよ
should do
抱き
defense down 80?
恋焦がれるか
No, I think it was like
解消なし
68, 75, somewhere in there. No, 97, never mind.
キラキラしくものときめくもの魅惑散るともとわにあり永遠無休エモーショナルエンジンフルドライブ
97. Yeah, buddy, you're cooked. I'm gonna keep it a buck. You're dead. No other way to slice it. Let's just
とくと見とれよ
a little bit of a guarantee in there.
わわよかろうロササングイス
Yeah. Rip Mooseball.
何か
R.I.P. R.I.P. Bozo.
The battle in the castle is over. That would seem to be the last of the giants who were dwelling in the underground. Now hurry up and get on the border. We're waiting on the other side of the bridge. Understood.
Okay, interesting that we're on the reverse view.
Foul. So I guess this means the queen was forcing the giants to obey her all this time, rather than them having submitted willingly. But then, if she did have them under her control, why'd they go around attacking Mash and Ritsuka the moment they laid eyes on them? I assume those masks were only able to provide enough control for her to prevent them from attacking the villages. In which case, they would not stop the giants from homing in on any heat source that happened to wander into the field of view. Gotcha. So that's why the villages are safe to live in.
Well, were.
And since you don't have to leave your village to survive here, I guess it all works out. Her Majesty thought this stuff through more than I thought.
It would have been nice if they, she let them live longer. Like, the fact that you had to have kids by 15 and then leave by 25 if you did have kids is that still kind of crazy? Like, is it not? Like, at least to give them to like 25 to have kids and then I don't know.
This world couldn't have lasted for 3,000 years otherwise. Especially since it sounds like most of it had been burned to the ground. Keeping each village's population to 100 people must have been a restriction intended to ensure life could continue here.
So they didn't, need to expand and then... Okay, I guess... Yeah, I guess.
I mean, the queen even made those conifer trees out of ice with her magical energy. There just isn't that much food to go around.
Yeah, I guess.
You had to be strong to survive in Russia.
But here, being strong is a death sentence.
The only way to survive in this world is to stay weak and live your life inside the confines of your village. But that's neither here nor there. Come on, everyone. We've got to get ready to welcome back Mash, Ritsuka, the heroic spirits, and
Her Majesty herself.
Multiple divine spirits, huh? And all of them on a vehicle under my command. Very well, under the circumstances, I suppose there's nothing to do but accept that my report will likely fill a volume or two.
Now, where'd that idea come from? Have you got nothing but free time or something?
Don't be ridiculous. If I come to be recognized as a great author once we have restored humanity,
The musics could end up becoming lords.
after all, it's the mark of an excellent leader to plan for what happens following the battle's end.
Now you're throwing shit at Napoleon? There's no way you could ascend to a lordship without the clout to go head-to-head with policies in the aristocracy. Now get your head out of the clouds and your ass in a chair.
What did you say to me? And how do you know so much about?
I do beg your pardon, Mr. Meunier, but would you mind hurrying along with our travel preparations? Though they may appear to be moving slowly, the giant's footsteps cover an astonishing amount of ground. What Holmes said. Now come on, let's pick up the pace, so we can catch up quickly. All set? Then let's kill ourselves some giants.
Yeah. Surtur ain't gonna know what hit him.
He ain't even gonna know. Collapsed snow road. Alright. Giants, ice beasts, and seeds. Oh my. Let's do I guess it'll have to be Castoria. That's fine. That's fine. Alright. 3 hours, so I have 1 more hour. Or 59 minutes. Technically.
Why are we using this lump of metal for transport?
Do you have a faster way of travel?
That seems terribly inefficient. The heroic spirits would reach your destination far more quickly, with a flight rune or speed rune. Foe? We determined this was the best course of action, under the circumstances, Your Majesty. Totally. The giants are way more aggressive now, and we've got Treevunculus seeds falling from the sky. Flying would make us targets for the giants lobbing ice boulders, and fleeing on foot would open us up to getting picked off individually. Here in the border, it's much easier to attack and defend at once. For example, the Emperor can use his cannon up on the deck to scatter any groups that come after us. Huh? I just saw something new on the radar.
More enemies?
No, they're not hostile, but they are flying. Are those birds? Can you put them up on the monitor? Of course, here you go.
Yeah, now that I've gotten a better look, those are ravens, aren't they? Yeah.
Look! Foe!
Huh. I haven't seen these in a while.
Yes, 2 of them again, no less. They must be native to the fields that crop up in between the fire and ice zones. Huh. They must be good friends.
Wait, let me get a bit better look at them.
You too. You say you've seen these birds before? Yes, several times. I see. That explains it. Now it all makes sense. Something on your mind, Your Majesty? Oh, just thinking aloud, young sage.
Hey, hey, Madame et Monsieur, or et Monsieur, Monsieur? Monsieur? Can you hear me down there in that luxurious toasty room of yours? This is Napoleon reporting in from atop the border. I just saw some flying creatures besides those birds. We've got another bunch of seeds headed our way. How far away are these things coming from anyway?
I'm not seeing anything over... Whoa, scratch that. Definitely more of those seeds.
Ah, crap. They're changing course to try and land on top of this thing. Moving to intercept now. Anyone who wants to join me, come on up. Let's go take them out. Go get them.
Yes, I'm all set. Da Vinci already finished looking over the Ortonax. It was pretty much good as new thanks to the Queen fixing it up.
Man, those primordial runes really are something. Yeah, they can fix up, like, power armor, basically. That's basically what it is.
I'll head out as well. I would like to familiarize myself with Graham's weight a bit more.
I'll go too.
No, you stay here. I can handle this alone, and I want you to rest up.
No, my love. Come what may, I will not leave your side.
I see. Very well then. Let us go together.
Oh, how sweet. Makes me wanna... Alright. Let's just get a nice little attack boost here.
Don't have much to work with, so...
Honestly, maybe I'll just have Say use her Noble Phantasm. Might honestly be. Yeah, it's fine.
春はあけぼの、夏は夜。なべてこの世は糸を起こし、エモーショナルエンジンフルドライブ。あやー。
Nice crit.
世の行く手は阻めぬ。
Alright. Well. That worked out quite nicely. No, so let's do... Yeah, might as well do this on. Put that on. Put that on. Give that the arts buff over... Oh, wait. Boom. Boom. Boom, boom. Do this. Oh, okay. Well, Noble Phantasm's getting wasted a little bit. A little bit of a waste, but the Seeds of the Humanity. I'm sure we'll get to use it again eventually. Indubitably. That was... Those giants didn't stand a chance. They just got ripped apart by the beast. The beast unleashed.
The battle is over. It looks like that was the last of the seeds.
I never thought the giants would group together to chase after us while the border was moving, though.
I wonder, were they trying to hold us back, or is it just a coincidence they showed up now? I can't imagine they were sent here to stall us, but...
True, I don't sense any real intelligence guiding their actions, though. It may well be that they're not here to either Sota or the Crypto's command. You think the seeds came out on their own? Or maybe the tree of emptiness itself scattered them?
Potentially.
Yes, that is certainly a possibility. Fascinating. Perhaps these seeds are the tree of emptiness's way of defending itself. I believe you first encountered one while you were in the old Jotunheim Highlands. That's right. It was when we were on Mount Gelderpegen.
Perhaps it has to do with latitude.
If true, that would explain why it responded automatically once you headed north. Alright, come on, this isn't a game. If you're done up there, get yourselves back inside. Well, not you, Emperor. You just stick to your guns, cannon.
Yep, don't you worry about that. You're something else, treating me like an ordinary gunner, mademoiselle.
I mean, that's how you're most useful.
Brunhild, it must be hard for you to be so close to me. I know my very existence wears on you. Even with the Queen's protection.
It's alright, Sigurd.
Strangely enough, I'm comfortably able to control myself. Maybe because it's over half my spirit core is already shattered? Yeah, maybe. So the part of your spirit core that has your desire to kill him is gone?
I was already broken when I materialized.
So perhaps by breaking myself further,
I'm better able to resist my usual temptations.
How peculiar that becoming heroic spirits has reduced us to this.
Not at all, my love. I'm happy about this turn of events.
should we be seeing this? I feel awkward. I feel like we shouldn't be witness to that. Yeah, at least they got their moment though. I feel like I shouldn't even start this because I only have 50 minutes. And if the first two sections were anything to go off of, this will probably take over an hour. Yeah, I might just leave it there. We will, however, you know what we gotta do. You know how it is. Please be good to me. I'm begging you. At least give me Yui. I'll be satisfied with Yui. Okay, that was an okay loading. I don't know about that one. Okay, 2 craft essences. Good start. Three? That's good. That's great. Alexander? I don't think we got anything. Oh, that's 5. 6. 7. It didn't even give me Yui, did it? 8? No. Lucky number 9. Nope. Come on, 10. Lucky number 10. Surely. The bonus summon? Fuck you, Jekyll!
Why is life pain? Got 3 days until my bonus. My 50-day milestone bonus. Or I guess 300 day, but every 50, yeah, you know. And I should get Draco to Bond 13 soon.
ようこそレオナルド・ダ・ヴィンチの強化ラボへ。
She's at like
今日も元気
130,
に始めちゃおう。
130,000 away currently. I should get her there before. Ooh, she's gone. Like, if I don't even get Yui, I might, Like, I can at least justify it if I at least get Yui. But if I don't get either of them, I don't even know. I don't even know. Oh yeah, I meant to mention it yesterday, but I narrowed down my free 5-star to 3.
君が欲しいのは好きなクラスのエース？それとも
Any of these
運命の
3.
相手かな？たった一度きりだけど
I kind of want to wait and
特に優れ
see
た霊気を持つサーバントを
when we meet
君の元
Bradamante
に
and see if I like her or not,
とはいえ
and then
長
decide
く
from
マスター
there.
をしていれば星はいつか巡ってくるものだ。あまり深刻に考えず勢いで決めちゃってもいいんじゃない？まだ見ていく？うんうん、私も張り
Yeah. Anyway, well, Brad was originally a Christmas servant who just showed up in a chapter later. I looked it up a while ago. Isn't she in LB3? Like, I'll meet her in the next one, right? I'm pretty sure. No, it's not LB3? I thought it was. Which one is she in then? $6.5. Who did I look at that I thought was LB3 then?
新生ダヴィンチちゃんの素敵な工房にようこそ。
I don't even.
特別召喚の部屋にようこそ。君が欲しいのは好きなクラスのエース？それとも運
I
命
don't.
の
I
相手
don't.
か
I don't
な？
even know.
たった一度きりだけど特に優れた霊気を持つサーバントを君のもとに届けよう。とはいえ長くマスターをしていれば
She went
星はいつか
maybe?
巡ってくるものだ。
I don't.
あまり深刻に考えず勢いで決めちゃってもいい
I
ん
honestly
じゃ
don't
な
know.
い？
I will say Anastasia is also an interesting one, but I kind of want to go for a Lancer. I don't know. I might just say F it and go for Artoria Lancer. But even though I did some research, apparently Enkidu is better than Lartoria. But I don't know. I feel like I might just go for her. Because I don't want to wait till chapter 6.5 before I pick one finally. I don't know. I'll have to do some more
まだ
deliberation.
見ていく？うんうん。私も張り
Either way,
合い
though,
のあるってものさ。
well, Surtur's free.
He's fucking shit up. But at least we finally got the that alliance with Scotty I've been hoping for. So that'd be great. We should get another ticket this year. Oh, for another free 5-star? Will it be the same like list? Yes. Okay, if it's the same list, maybe I'll just say fuck it and get Lartoria then. And then I can get like Anastasia or something. Or Enkidu on the next one. Do I just say F it and rip it? With 3 to 4 new ones?
いらっしゃいマスターくん。カタログはこっちだよ。
Do we...
退屈がてらおすすめ
Yeah,
アイテムを
we
紹介
should know
していい？
who the new ones are, right? Because I assume JP already got them, right?
特別召喚の部屋にようこそ。君が欲しいのは好きなクラスのエース？それとも運命の相手かな？たった一度きりだけど。
Can you tell me who they are if they're not like... I assume they're not spoilery. I assume they're all...
とはいえ、長くマスターをしていれば星はいつか巡ってくるものだ。あまり深刻に考えず勢いで決めちゃってもいいんじゃない？
all relatively older, I would think. Well, maybe not. Well, I don't know. I kind of want to just say F it. I don't know. Do I go for... I don't know. It hurts.
うんうん。
It
私
hurts.
も張り合いがあるってものさ。
Actually, you know, let me just look it up. Hang on. I can probably find it on here. FGO 2024. Let's see. SSR Servant Selector. It's... Okay, it adds... Dioscuri as Sabers. Adds Tomatomo, who I already have, so that's whatever. Vritra is on the... Oh, okay. Yeah, no, Vritra is definitely who I'm gonna go with on that one. Ooh, or Avenger Nitocris. Ooh. That's actually a hard choice. Wait, Kashin Koji's on it too? Oh, she is. Oh, shit. Huh. It'd be down to those three. I'd probably... Ooh. Probably Vritra? Probably? That's actually a hard one. I gotta pick a Lancer here if you... Yeah, that's the question, isn't it? But like But like I already have like a 5-star alter ego, 2 5-star moon cancers. I don't have a 5-star ruler. I could go Jean. Maybe. Osaka Behime. Anastasia. Again, like, the casters are kind of stacked. Man, I don't. But I want someone who's, I don't know. I think that unironically made my choice harder. I think that actually unironically made it more difficult. Because like Nito Alter is also very... Actually? No. No, I think it would be Vritra. That I would go with. I'm actually more interested in Assassin Nitocris. The other 4-star. Yeah. When did I just do roulette? All right, I don't know. I'm gonna put. I guess I'm putting it off even longer because that actually is that actually made it harder. But anyway, that's yes, let's get do it. Yeah, next time. I don't know if we'll be able to finish next time because I assume the last 2 sections, especially, will probably be very, very long. And then we also have section 15. So, like, I don't... 15, 16, 17 will probably be... Probably too long to do in one sitting, if we're gonna be realistic. So probably be 2 more streams to finish. Which sucks, because it won't... If it was just 1 more stream's worth, I'd be able to end it on, you know, part 100 of the main story. But probably not. Probably have to be 101. 11 arrows with the ending tending to be longer. Yeah. Next time will probably be like section 15 and 16, and then the finale being 17. Probably something along those lines. We'll see. But anyway, that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I will catch y'all later for the end of bringing Twilight here once again. Peace.